90 side-lying hamstring tilt. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into a 90-90 position here, starting on our left side, and we're going to be using our hamstrings to posteriorly tilt our pelvis. So what you need here to set up is ideally something that you can use like a pillow to support your head. You don't need to. You can also use your hand on that opposite side, but ideally something like that. I'm using a yoga block and something to place between your knees. I've got a ball here, a foam roller, anything like that is great. So we're going to get into a 90-90 position. I've got my knees at 90 degrees and my hips at 90 degrees. I'm placing that ball or object between my knees here. We want to make sure that our feet are in line with our knees. They're not too high or too low. And what we're going to do is feeling both feet connected to the wall, I'm going to lightly pull back with my heels. Even though my heels aren't moving, that's going to engage my hamstrings. So from here, I'm going to pull back, like I said, with the heels to tilt my pelvis as I exhale. And then I'm going to inhale. I've got my hand here as a reference, anterior tilt. So if my pelvis was a bucket of water and I was standing up, I'm tilting the bucket forward and dumping the water out. Exhale, I'm going to pull with my hamstrings. Watch that low back as I tuck the pelvis. So it's a very subtle movement of the pelvis. It's actually just moving at the pelvis. What we don't want to do is over scrunch through the low back and that lumbar spine. So very tiny movements. As I posteriorly tilt, I exhale and then inhale the other way. So watch here, exhale, posteriorly tilt, pulling back with the hamstrings, inhale, exhale. Once I've done about 5 reps there, I'm going to keep myself in that posteriorly tilted position, pulling lightly back with the feet connected. I can feel the hamstrings, about a 3 or a 4 out of 10, and I'm simply going to breathe here. In through the nose, fog all the air out, till I feel that deep side core turn on, little pause, then breathe in again. When we're doing those last couple of breaths in that posteriorly tilted position, we want to make sure that we have a nice slow exhale, that exhale is longer than the inhale, so we're not just breathing all the air out. In through the nose, fog all the air out super slowly. Feel a little bit of that side core, and then breathe in again.